KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
Well, I'm joined once again by KIMT Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Aaron White. Aaron, what are you tracking?
Yeah, right now just tracking some wind starting to build into the area, and conditions overall as we look at the roads are not too bad now, but that's going to change pretty quickly as we get into tonight and for tomorrow morning. You can see there are at least some areas in southeast Minnesota reporting partially covered roads, likely because of some of the snow from last week still. But as now we are starting to see that wind moving in, conditions are going to start to get a little bit worse. This is a live look at a couple of Department of Transportation web cameras. One on the left there from Sisseton, South Dakota. You can see there's a lot of snow that is blowing across the camera, near whiteout conditions in some parts of northeastern South Dakota and west central Minnesota. Looking over towards Owatonna there on I-35, visibility is getting reduced. We're starting to see more of that wind starting to try and pick up some of the snow, and that's going to be one of the issues with what's going to happen with this potential for near blizzard conditions is the snow that we currently have on the ground. There are some areas where the snow is kind of crusted over because of some freezing drizzle, some ice on the top layer. So the question is, will the wind pick up a lot of that snow? If it doesn't, well, conditions aren't going to be as bad, but it really doesn't take much. We have a lot of wind out there, so even just a few gusts up to near 45, 50 miles per hour can easily start to pick that snow up and really just blow it around. And that's going to be the concern going into tonight because we're really not tracking much additional snowfall. We got some snow to the east in Wisconsin. We got some snow building in around the Twin Cities and back to the north and west, and some of that will start to move in for tonight into tomorrow morning. So we're looking at some snow showers there around Aberdeen, around Sisseton, South Dakota, where we just saw there on the web camera. That's going to move in across southern Minnesota, perhaps north Iowa, but really we're not looking at much in the way of actual snowfall. It's what we have on the ground and the wind blowing it around. So because of that, blizzard warnings are in effect for parts of the area, southeast Minnesota, north Iowa. We have a winter weather advisory there around Albertley, Owatonna, and across north Iowa. Whether you're in the blizzard warning or you're in the advisory, pretty much all of us are going to see very similar conditions. We have snow on the ground. We're all seeing a lot of wind, so widespread blowing and drifting snow is a concern through tonight. And some areas may experience near whiteout conditions because of the current snow and because we're also looking at some very strong winds. Right now, we got winds sustained at the airport in Rochester at 26 miles per hour, 31 mile per hour winds at Mason City, 30 at Forest City. Those are sustained winds. You factor in the gusts, we have gusts up to 47 miles per hour right now in Mason City, 37 in Austin, 37 in Owatonna. So the wind is there, and we're now just waiting for that wind to really start to pick up more of the snow and blow it around and causing a lot more problems for tonight. So visibility already starting to go down a bit more in Mason City, 18 degrees. Still got 27 in Rochester because the cold front has now just arrived and conditions are going to still go downhill through tonight. So here's a look at Sky Tracker 3. This is for additional snowfall. Notice how it's not really showing much in the way of snow. So really a trace to at most an inch, but that's going to be more up towards the Twin Cities, I think, the potential for an inch or two of snow. That's all going to clear out of here. Still looking at overcast skies for tomorrow, but the wind, that's going to be the problem. So here's a look at projected wind gusts even by 3 o'clock in the morning. Widespread gusts over 40 miles per hour. Wouldn't be surprised if we get some gusts closer to 50 miles per hour by tomorrow morning. So these are the key takeaways. Again, not much snowfall additionally to what we have already on the ground, but very strong winds. That's going to cause a lot of blowing and drifting snow. Near whiteout conditions are expected through part of tonight into the day tomorrow. After tomorrow, conditions do improve, but it gets a lot colder. We got highs below zero for Thursday and then starting to improve as we get towards the weekend. Katie?